Well, welcome back. So, it's been a couple weeks again. And I'll tell you, it's been kind of nice, but also kind of sad cuz I miss you guys really bad. Now, I don't say that cuz I don't like doing these videos or anything, but in my introduction video to this whole channel, when this whole channel started, said I was going to do this for fun when I wanted to do it. Something along those lines. And that's kind of what I'm doing. Because when I feel obligated to do a video, it stops being fun and feels more like a job. And because of YouTube hating this hobby, this channel will never, ever, ever, ever see any kind of monetization. Ever. Therefore, if it's going to feel like a job, I'd like to get paid for it. But since I can't, why make it feel like a job? Anyway, today, this morning, I am having a delightful bowl of Cornell and Diehl Carolina Red Flake with Perique. This is not going to be a review. This is not going to be go out and try it, go out and whatever, blah, blah. This is just going to purely be chill, smoke with me, hang out. And I'm just going to shoot the shit, really. Talk about what's been going on in my life and everything in between. As always, I'm having my Dunkin' Donuts medium roast. Delicious. You'll notice that this video is coming out a little bit later than normal. That's because I'm recording it the day of. So if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, typically I record videos on Saturday and upload on Sunday. In this case, I am recording on Sunday and uploading on Sunday. So if I talk in the present tense, it'll actually be in the present tense. So pretty cool. No movie magic here today. Anyway. What's been going on with me? Well, friends, work has picked up quite a bit. So I've been a little occupied with that. You know, because it pays the bills. And in my leisure time, after work and on the weekends, instead of busting my ass, I've decided to take it easy on myself for a little bit. Because what I end up doing is I'll get engrossed in projects around the house and I'll get just buried in extra shit to do here at home that I don't end up actually having any time for me to decompress and relax. So, after some practice and some forcing myself to stop and just take it easy, I've been doing so. And I've still kind of been doing things, you know, little projects around here. But man, I'll tell you, after I got that fence done that I highlighted in my last video, I said, "Damn it, I need a little bit of time to do nothing really," and it has been lovely. So what I've been doing is either just watching my shows. You know, I watch The Office, I watch Parks and Rec, I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Lord of the Rings, obviously. Any of my favorite shows or movies I've been watching, or I've been playing the new Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. And that has been taking up a lot of my time, and it's been an absolutely beautiful experience, to say the very least. I don't think there are words that could properly articulate the vastness and beauty of that game. It's absolutely unreal. And I know a lot of you out there watching this video and subscribers of this channel may or may not be gamers really. I know a lot of a lot of people that I interact with on a regular basis aren't really gamers at all. Uh, so this probably won't interest you, or that probably won't interest you at all, but damn it, I love my video games. But I'm very particular and picky about which ones I get into. I've maybe got a handful that I really dive in head first. And the Zelda franchise is certainly one of them. Um, and I've been watching. A lot of you out there probably know of the channel Stuff and Things. Good old Bradley. He actually has a channel for video games called Stuff and Things Plays, and I've been watching a lot of that. I've been watching his playthrough of the new Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and that has been taking up a lot of my leisure time when I'm not playing the game or doing some other thing around the house. And I have a pipe while I watch him. So if you've never caught his channel and you like video games by chance, and you also like smoking pipes, as long as I remember, and I hope I do, I'll put a link in the description, and maybe even a card up here in the corner to go check out his channel after you watch this video. Super entertaining. I love his sense of humor, and he's very dry, and he's right up my alley as far as somebody I could hang out with. So yeah, that's what's been going on as far as why I haven't been posting as much content. And I've just been taking it easy, man. And it's been quite nice. It has been quite nice. In very, very recent news, and this is where it gets a little not so great. I mean, it could have been way worse. Could have been way, way worse. But I'll start with a little backstory. Any of you who have followed this channel know that I had a pit bull named Zelda. And Zelda was a trip, to say the least. Unfortunately, back in November, she passed away from cancer at 4 years old. Well, we have her sister, Sweet Pea, And Sweet Pea is kind of the polar opposite of what Zelda was in a lot of ways. Zelda was fairly easygoing. She was a little neurotic, but nothing that couldn't be reined in pretty easily. She was very twitchy. That was just her personality. She was very like that. That dog was a trip. But that's just how she was. Sweet Pea is very like, I'm going to mean mug everybody, but she's a big idiot. Zelda was an idiot as well, in fairness, but Sweet Pea kind of has a different way about her. She's also neurotic, but in more of a debilitating, I have bad anxiety kind of way. She's gone through some crap. Long story short, she's got a trauma bond with my wife. They've just, it's a long story. If anybody wants to know about it, just, I could do a whole nother video on it, to be honest with you. But anyway, Sweet Pea has pretty bad separation anxiety. She also cannot be, we don't trust her around our golden retriever, not so much because of how she is, how our golden is, or how Sweet Pea is, but mostly because my wife gets pretty bad anxiety when Sweet Pea is feeling threatened or whatever the case is. 90% of the time, Sweet Pea is trying to do a heck and protect for Mom and doesn't realize that Amber is never, ever, ever going to be a threat to anyone in the whole world in the history of ever. So we can't really have them together, mostly because of Mom's anxiety, because then Sweet Pea feeds off of that anxiety, and then Mom's anxiety gets worse, and then so it's this big never-ending loop of nerves. So what we have been doing to separate the two dogs is we've been keeping Sweet Pea upstairs in our bedroom, and Amber, our golden retriever, has basically the run of the whole first floor. Our bedroom is pretty big. Big, huge walk-in closet, big main part of the bedroom. She has windows she can look out. Everything she could possibly need is up there. We didn't crate her, put out food, water, whatever. She has everything she could possibly ever need, except for us. So, in addition to her separation anxiety, she has a bad aversion to loud noises. Normally, that's things like fireworks, big booming sounds. Well, we live right up against the fairgrounds here in our county. And they had monster trucks going yesterday. I did not think anything of the monster trucks because they didn't sound much different than the semis occasionally driving past our house. They make a very similar sound, and it doesn't seem to bother her at all. Well, the monster trucks sure did. So at around 8:30 or 9 o'clock last night, we're getting the dogs, we need to get the dogs fed and get them outside so they can do their business before they go to bed and all that stuff. Well, we go to get Amber outside, let her out, and immediately hear this barking coming from in our driveway. Now, we have this fence that follows along our yard, goes from the garage to the railing of the deck, and there's a gate. Well, I heard this barking that sounded very familiar, and I looked down, and it's sweet pea. And I'm like, how the did you get down here? She was upstairs on the second floor. I'm looking at her. She's got one paw up, very swollen. She jumped from the second story of our house into the front yard, came around to the backyard, and had been hanging out back there the whole time. One second. How'd she get out from the bedroom, you ask? Oh, best believe I asked the same question. In the bedroom, in one of the two windows that's in that bedroom, I have an air conditioning unit because I'm a polar bear. And if it's not 55 degrees while I'm sleeping, then I soak the sheets and everything else in my sweat. And I sleep like crap. So I have to have it cool. Well, the little accordions on either side of those window units, yeah, she decided that she was going to bust through one of those. And that's what she did. And we have an overhang, an awning over our porch that's right underneath those windows. So she broke through that just plastic accordion crap. Broke through it, squeezed between the window frame and the air conditioner, got through there, got out onto the top of the awning, probably hung out there figuring out how to get herself out of this situation for quite a while, and then decided to jump off. We're pretty sure she broke either her foot or her ankle on, it'd be her left paw. Yeah. To say that the last, I don't know what time it is right now. To say that the last, let's say 12 hours have been interesting. Yeah, they've been interesting. So now my wife and I get to reassess that whole situation. I'm going to be calling the vet first thing tomorrow morning, seeing if they can somehow squeeze her in tomorrow afternoon so she can get x-rayed, and we need to get her on some anti-anxiety somethings. I'm tempted to just get her the strongest strain of weed that I can find and start making some dog treats. So that's where we're at. It's been a blast. Suffice it to say, I needed to get my ass out here this morning and get me some nicotine. Because the vape alone wasn't going to do it. I need to ream this out a little bit. So that's been Sonny's life the last couple weeks. If I didn't love dogs so much, I don't know what I'd do. The good news is, my Reds are doing great. They were on a 12-game winning streak. And our newest player, Ellie De La Cruz, is the first, I believe the first player since 1989 to hit for cycle. I believe that was Friday night. Absolutely incredible. Got one more game with the Braves today. I think it's one more game. I think it's a 3-game series. And we lost yesterday. No big deal. Lost by 1 run. Can't get mad at that, especially with the Braves playing as well as they are. So yeah, life's good. Throws you curves every once in a while, but it's not so much about winning in the game of life. It's how you handle a loss. Sonny's words of wisdom, clouded by literal clouds and probably too much adrenaline for this time of day. And with that, I'm going to cut this video off because I've gone a little long. That's what she said. If you like terrible dad jokes and really good tobacco, and this is your first time watching this, channel, do me a favor and throw me a like and a subscribe. If you don't like it, don't do that. If you don't want to like or subscribe either, but you like the content, that's fine too. You don't have to subscribe. I would love it if you would, though. That'd be really cool, because I like having people here to watch, and we've got a big giveaway coming up. So let's get to 1,000. Let's go. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you've been here before, you know how this goes. Everybody say it with me. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. But if you do, don't get caught. I'll see you next time. Later, guys.